Hey guys, okay. Today we're going to do some more work on that spreadsheet. I want to try it out as a video lesson and see how it goes. If you get stuck, Mr. Scott Peterson will help you. Let's try it out and you can give me some feedback on how this works and how easy you find it. So, spreadsheets. Now we did a bit on Tuesday I think it was, that we did this. And we're going to go back over it again. Some of you know what you're doing. That's great. It won't hurt to have another go at it and just make sure you really understand what you're doing. Some of you missed a bit of it and still aren't sure. Well, this is specifically for you guys, I guess. So here we go. Spreadsheets. Now, we're going to be doing stocks. So what we want to do first is we want to look at our stocks, look at your little piece of paper, and you say, okay, which company have I got here? I look at mine, it's right down here, and I've got ASICs. So I put ASICs in there. And then on my little form it says how many shares I purchased, and I purchased 10 shares of ASICs. So I own 10 shares. Now when I purchased ASICs, it cost, the value of the share, each share when I bought ASICs was $8. Put 8 in there and it will convert to dollars. Now if yours doesn't convert to dollars, if it doesn't come up as $8 when you push 8, click on C so it highlights that column and there's a dollar sign right there. You click that dollar sign and it will turn every number in that column from now on into dollars. Now if a share costs $8, so if I buy one it costs $8. If I buy two, obviously it's 16. Now if I buy 10, we know that's $80. That's nice and easy. They won't always be easy, so sometimes you're going to need to do a bit of maths. We don't want to do that. We just want to quickly know. So this is where formulas come into it. Under cost, click the little square there. You click on the theta sign, which is your functions, the sum, and you'll see a little equation sign with the word sum in brackets comes up. This is where you put in the formula. You click the 10, because you click how many shares you've got, that many. It'll come up as B3 because it recognizes the square, so it says anything in that square, and you want anything in that square to be multiplied. So you do shift 8 because that's times how much you paid, which is C3. So what you've done there, B3 is 10, C3 is 8, so you've done 10 times 8, push enter, and you have your $80. Cool. Now, as I said, shares don't stay at $8. It's not like it's $8 forever until somebody decides one day to change it. They will change constantly. So let's pretend that the shares went up to $10. 10. I've already highlighted this one and put the dollar sign in, so it should go to 10 automatically. And there we go. Now they're worth $10. So if I have 10 shares and they're now $10, how much are they worth altogether? Because one share is $10, I've got 10 of them. Well, again, we click here, we do the sum, we take our 10 shares, which is in B3, we multiply it, shift 8, by the new price, 10, and push enter. And now it's $100. Like I said, stocks change, the cost change. Oh, look, it's just changed. All of a sudden, it's $9.50. So I click there, push $9.50. How much is it now? $95. It's that simple. Once you've got those formulas in there, it'll do all the work for you. Now that's great, and I can quickly see that 95 is more than 80. But if I have hundreds of shares down here, it gets really hard to see, and I want one column to see what's going on. So I click in here, I do the sum, I take what they're worth now, which is in F3, and I subtract what I paid, which is in D3. Push enter. And hey presto, I'm up $15. So far, I'm plus 15. I'm making money. I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting there watching the numbers tick by, but I'm making money. So let's say I purchased shares in another company, Apple, and I purchased 10 of their shares. And they were also $8. Now I need the sum for this. Sum 10 B4 shift 8 for the times C4 because that's my 8 and it is $80. We know that because we've already done it up here. Now the current price of this one, they went down. So they went down to $7.50. So what's the value of that now? Well, let's see. Sum my 10 shares times shift 8. The new price equals, well, they're down to $75. So, am I up or down? I think we already know the answer to that, up or down. So, let's go the new value, minus what I paid equals, I've lost $5. I'm -5. So Apple is losing me money. At the moment, ASICS is making me money. Apple is losing me money. Now, obviously, most of you don't have 2 shares. You have lots of shares. And as you can see now, we have lots of shares. So I've got all these shares that I have to calculate. Now I could sit there and I could click in this box, and go sum, that. But that would take me forever. So we're going to cheat. And what we do is we click on that one. And there's a formula in there. And what I want to do is I want to copy that formula all the way down here. So what I do is click that little square in the corner, right there, and I drag it down. And it will apply the formula to every box there. And now it has calculated what I have there. Pretty easy. So again, you just click the little corner of the box. There's a corner, there's nothing in there, so if I drag it, nothing will happen. But if I was to click this one and drag it down, it would apply the formula to every box there. And there we go. And we've got zeros because there's nothing in here for it to calculate. So at the moment, there's no value because there's nothing, there's zero in here. Right, so now I have all this new value. So here is the new price, or the current price of all those shares. Now remember what I said, click here, drag the little square down, and I'll fill it in, and hey presto, all my numbers there. So now I have in this column what I paid for every share, the day I paid for them. So when I went into wherever I went and paid and put my money over, that's how much they cost, that's what each share was worth, and that's how much I paid for that number of shares. So if we look at this column here in 7, Company D, I bought 67 shares. Each share was $3.70, so it cost me $247.90. Now they're only worth $202.59, so they're worth $173.53. So if I went and sold my 67 shares right now, I would only get $173.53. I paid $247, they're now worth $173, so I'm losing money here. So that's where we come here. So I click on this one, I drag him down because that will apply the formula, and I will see, drag down, it won't drag down for me, sorry guys, it's not coming down, there we go, drag down, and it's applied that formula to every square. Now that's great, but adding all this really quickly in my head is hard work, and I don't want to get a calculator or a piece of paper to do that. So what I like to do is just click over to the side here, and I call this my total, and then underneath total I put in the formula. So I click that, and I go sum. And the formula I want is all of these added together. Now to get them to all add, you just click and drag down. Error there, I don't know what I did. Oh, I think I clicked sum twice. So sum, and I click there, drag all the way down. Won't drag for me again. There we go. And you'll see that it says here G3.G11. What it's saying is take everything in G3 and add all the stuff between G3 and G11, which is here, because you can see that's G, and there's 3. You can see it's highlighted in here, so it's going to add 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. So all these are going to be added up. Push enter. And so far, I have negative $978.52. So for everything I've bought, all the shares I've bought, all the stock I've bought, all this stuff, I am losing $978. So do I sell one? Do I get rid of one? If you look down here at H, or an 11, that one there went from, it lost $5. No, it didn't, lost $105. That cost me $938. Only 9 shares, $938. Not great. I mean, it could bounce back. Maybe it suddenly shoots up to 2. If I suddenly say it gets really better, and now it's worth $1,234. Suddenly, whoa, it's up 1,000. I'm making money there, and you can see over here, this has also gone up. So I went from negative 900, suddenly I'm up 1,000 just by one of them changing. And we can change another one. Let's change this one here. Let's change that to, let's make it, was $2.59. Let's say it got another 50 cents, so we're at $3.09. Oh, now I'm making more money, 1,126. And that's how the stock market works. Things go up and down, up and down. You might buy another share. Say, oh, that one's doing well. I'm going to buy that company now. I'm going to get 10 of them. Their purchase price was $23. So how much is that? Again, there's nothing there, so click the one above, drag it down, $230. Right, the current price is 23 because I've just purchased it. There's no changes. Current price is $23. So I drag that down and it should still say 23 because nothing's changed. 230, sorry, because nothing has changed. And when I drag this down, it should come out as 0 because 230 take away 230. Oh, no, it changed. Suddenly it went to $24. There we go. I've just made $10, just like that. Now this didn't change, and the reason that didn't change is because when I did my adding, I only went to G11, which is right there, and now I need to go down to G12. So all we do is click there, do the sum, and we drag it down. Yeah, enter. Now, if you plan on buying more stock, one of the easiest things to do, or the best thing to probably do, is to click there, because we're not going to use that column. That's why we put it to the side. Do the sum, and this will speed up the whole process. And if you just drag down, you can go as far down as you want, push enter, and it will add it up for you. That way there, when you add more, for example, let's do one here. Let's do company T, do one share, $1, one. Oh, no, I shouldn't have done that because I messed the formula up there, didn't I? So we drag that. Same deal here. If you drag this formula down, that'll give you some space to work in. Drag this down, it'll give you some space to work in. So all that area now has got that formula, so you just keep adding to it. There we go. Now it's worth $2. So I've made $1 and that changed. Cool. If you watch this one here, I'm going to change one of them. You just watch. As soon as I change the amount, it changes. Cool, right, and that's how you do it. It's pretty easy. Once you've filled all that in, there's little things you can add to it. You might want to change fonts. So you click in here, change your font, make it Alpha Slab 1. That's something different. Change the color. Let's make that red. You might center them right there. Put them all in the middle. You might decide if you highlight it all, and then decide, oh, you know what, I want some fancy lines underneath. So I'm going to click there. I'm going to do double lines. I'm going to make them blue. I'm going to put them across the bottom. I'm going to put them across the top. Now it's looking like a fancy sheet, and when you print it off, it looks really cool, and everyone thinks, man, you're fancy. You can, if it's hard to see the difference between the companies, you highlight that one, and you click in here, change the color of that one, do the same to this one. I just suggest you stay away from bright colors. Makes it harder to see. And you alternate all the way down, and then I can quickly see ASICS 10, 8, 80, 950, 95, 15. And, if you want your running total over here, this is the only one I usually highlight. I might change that one to a yellow, because that's an important one. You want to know where that one is, and you want to look at that one. That's the one you're going to probably look at most. Let's make it blue. I'm maybe going to blow it up a bit bigger so I can really see it. 18. And I don't want that big gap there because it looks funny. I want to keep it all the same size, so I'm going to merge it with this cell. Merge it there because that makes it nice and big. And center them. So it looks cool. Of course, it's that big because that's that big, so I might just bring it back down a bit there. It all match. I think if it's highlighted, we'll notice it. You can play around with it. There we go. Get rid of that. I want that one. And you just play around until you're happy with it. You might decide, I want all these boxed off. So you click there. I want them with a pink border. And of course I don't want double lines anymore. I just want that line. And like that. And now we've got this. And now my spreadsheet is starting to look a bit fancier. Cool, right. Once you've got all your stuff put in, like I said, once it's all filled in, once you've done that, you can play around with it, do all that. If you get stuck on anything, I will attach this video to Google Drive. You can load it up, go fast forward, rewind to the parts you want, see how to do it, and have a play. As you saw, there's a few mistakes I made along the way. Double click to what I did some. Don't panic. Have a look at the video. Go back, ask Mrs. Scott Peterson. She'll know what to do. And good luck. When you finish the 4 worksheets, they're going to be marked soon. And Chromebooks, you got last things to do in there. Catch up all the gaps, do the reviews, make sure you know what you're doing. If you do the Chromebook and you don't know how to do something, that's what Mrs. Scott Peterson is there for. She'll know, she knows everything. Right, see you.